Hiya folks, I'm Grim, and welcome to Grim Grooves, a channel where I react to and review music of all kinds. Today we'll be checking out the Myriad Celestia trailer After the Sunset, which is a fairly recent release that a couple of you asked me to check out, and I'm happy to do it because this stuff from Honkai Star Rail is always just so amazing. But if you got anything else you'd like me to check out, throw it down in the comments, and while you're down there, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, because it helps so much. And I'd also like to thank my Patreon supporters, and I've got a Discord now if you'd like to check that out. But without further ado, let's check out the Myriad Celestia trailer After the Sunset. What will this one be?
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and false vows.
Is over.
I ask you, what was your original dream? To let everyone hear our song, and to sing together with the masses.
This dreamlike style to this one is fantastic. Again, I don't know who this character is or anything about him or anything like that, but it's super interesting and really unique art style and everything like that, and very dreamlike, which is fantastic. I love that kind of thing.
And to sing together with the masses. I wished only for the pure land in my imagination, a place where people laugh and also slumber. But with even such a small wish, I still broke my promise. Shadows loom over it, and reality is in utter chaos. I'm unable to protect even those closest to me. The paradise was never meant to look like.
This reminds me of like an opera, like the style of the art and this, like the scenes that it was showing with, like, I mean, not this necessarily, but like this scene here, like it's like a stage play of some kind or an opera. Like, it's a really interesting style. Just such interesting design choices for this one. It's really cool to see though, and this music is very much leaning into that like tension and dread of this situation. It's very fitting for like background music for a play or something like that.
Over it, and reality is in utter chaos. I'm unable to protect even those closest to me. The paradise was never meant to look like this. Has your dream changed? I don't know. But I see that people in the land of the dreams still live in another kind of prison. Self-judging, self-doubting, self-denying, and then robbed, oppressed, exploited. Unknowingly, happiness has long left them. If I could create a future for them, if I could be the light that shines upon the world.
This character seems like a god or something like that, or at least they believe they are. It's really interesting, and like this music was almost reminiscent of Genshin music a little bit, so like light and airy and adventurous and stuff, which is interesting. Like, I expected to almost go into a theme from Genshin for a second. I was like, what? It switched off a little bit, but similar vibes.
If I could be the light that shines upon the world. I ask you, has your dream come true? Without a doubt. As you see, in this paradise I have built, the virtuous are comforted, the weak are protected, the sinful are judged. Our dream has come true. Then do you know why everything is now so silent? Because people are asleep, no longer laughing. No, it is because they no longer wish to slumber here. In this sweet dream, only I remain.
So he put a bunch of people to sleep and brought them into his realm, and now he's the only one left, or something like that. Super interesting. I wonder if this is the villain of the new world or something like that. It's really unique and interesting design. I mean, I've watched quite a few of the different Honkai Star Rail character demos, character trailers, all that type of stuff, and this guy seems very unique to all of those, and I would assume it's for the new area that I watched the trailer for, and really interesting looking, and this character seems very, like, godlike, as I've said before. Either that or he has the powers that kind of, like maybe the power over dreams, which would be a really fascinating story choice, and I could only imagine how the fights would be against this character or something like that, if this is a villain, but really unique.
Only I remain. When the last actor leaves the stage, the show must come to an end. And now, the final question. Why does life slumber? Because someday, I too will wake up from my dream. And once again welcome the arrival of tomorrow.
Wow. I have more questions now than I did when I started this video. Like, it's just such a crazy seeming character, and so surreal and strange and dreamlike this whole sequence was. Like, super interesting, and the music was also very airy for the most part. Like, in the beginning when it was talking about this tension and everything like that, obviously it got pretty intense, the music, like the strings and the orchestra just kind of went off, but as we went forward it just became very light and dreamy, the music, like a lot of kind of flute melodies and just different string melodies and pianos and things like that, that really kind of set the stage for how strange and dreamlike and sometimes wholesome this was. Like, there wasn't a lot of drama or tension for the rest of the video. It was a lot of very light themes, and it just sounded fantastic. It was a great backdrop for all this crazy story developments that went on, and again, I have no idea the context around this character or what's actually happening here. It just seems very dreamlike, and again, seems like this character is somewhat like a god or something, and is able to manipulate other people into their dreams, or pull them into his dream maybe, and try to protect them, but now he's the only one left, which makes me think that he's probably a villain who initially tried to do good for everyone, but then got so kind of lost in the sauce that he kind of lost himself and just became a villain, most likely, I would assume. But that's crazy, though. It's a really interesting story, really interesting character, really interesting video here. I mean, Honkai Star Rail just always does a fantastic job with the art style and everything, and this one was so unique, even amongst all the others. Like, even from the very beginning, like, this, like, bleeding of colors and everything, it's very dreamlike, very trippy, and they did a fantastic job with this, like, him falling into this nothingness, or whatever it is. Like, just like I said, it just leads to more questions, because I can't wait to find out more about this character. Even this crown is very, like, godlike, and the wings that come out of his head and stuff like that, like, really unique and interesting. I know nothing about this character, but I want to know more. But anyways, thanks for hanging out, watching my reaction. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, later days, folks.